and then 16 is a square number, so it would be +4 and then -4.
Fine. How do you simplify this? And so the one on top we just did.
Right.
It can also be written like that.
Right. Okay. So you collect the terms, and then you do it that way. So okay, so will be x squared. So it's already worked out. So the one in the question, that's obviously not factorized. That's already
expanded.
That's been worked out already. That's been expanded. So so x squared divided by x squared cancels out.
You would fully factorize the bottom.
Oh, so you have to factorize the bottom. Okay, so so it'll be 2 brackets like before. X in each bracket. Find factors of 35. So 1 times 35. 5 sevens are 35. So 5 plus 7 is 12. So it would be plus 7 plus 5.
And you have to simplify this fraction.
So simplify it. So simplifying it would be 2x.
Is there anything that you can cancel down?
So you can get rid of. So you can get rid of the x squared.
From this one. Sure, really. It's just they both have an x plus 7 on top and bottom.
plus 7, right? So.
And so, what is any number divided by itself?
Any number divided by itself is just it will just gets rid of it if you divide the same number by itself.
So like 5 divided by 5, 7 divided by 7, 11 divided by 11, it'll always be 1.
Yeah, gives you 1. Right.
And so that's like that bracket times 1 and that bracket times 1.
Oh, right, okay.
Yeah, and so what's your simplified bracket?
So
simplified fraction, sorry.
So it'll be x plus 6, x plus 6 over x plus 5.
Yeah, because it's x plus 6 times 1 and x plus 5 times 1.
Right, okay.
So if they have plus or minus in between, you won't be able to cancel them down unless you could cancel everything down by that. Like if they're all even numbers but they're not even close.
Okay.
You change it into the format of something times something else. So one bracket times another bracket. And then because multiplying and dividing are the opposites, that's why it can cancel.
Right.
And so basically fully factorize the top, fully factorize the bottom, and then cancel down any like terms.
Right, okay. Yeah, I've never seen a question like that before.
So let's try this one.
Okay,
Yeah.
so basically, if you expand the top bit, it will just be.
So you'd write it twice.
Yeah, write it twice.
So you're not supposed to expand it. You're supposed to fully factorize and fully simplify.
Of course, right. X+2. So you can get rid of the bottom. If you get rid of
so you got an x plus 2.
Yeah, and that cancels that out, and that will just leave you with just x+2.
Yep. X plus 2, anything divided by 1 is itself.
Right.
That's how those work. How do you solve a quadratic? So okay. This one, this factorizes to this. How do you use that to solve it?
Okay, so basically what you need to do is you find the factors of 6. So it's 2 times 3, 6.
So I've just done that.
Oh, you've already done that. Oh, okay, great. So what you do, you want to make it 0, so it has to equal to 0. So it's plus. So x equals 1.
Mm-hmm.
And then for the next one, yeah, again, x equals 6.
That's it. How about this one, part C, and you can use the answer from part B.
Right, okay. Right, so it's got to be minus 3. So it's got to add up to minus 3.
No,
so, yeah,
no. You use your answer from part B.
Oh, okay, right. So yeah, it's just going to be x equals 5 and x equals minus 2.
Yeah. Sounds very, unusual. This one was it?
Yeah, that was it.
How do you find the area of a trapezium?
So it's basically part of it's a triangle. So
a half a plus bh. So if you do that, and you put it all together, so a half times base times height, you've also got something else, the rectangle, and if you factorize it, you get a half a plus bh. A and b are the two parallel sides.
Right.
And so for this, what is, so the area is 36.
Yeah.
What is A, what is B, what is H?
So half times A plus B. So right. 56.
A and B are the two parallel sides.
The two parallel sides, right? It's the parallel sides are the top, bottom sides of the rectangle, right?
Mm-hmm.
So half times x plus 6. But how do you, yeah.
Say it again, sorry?
Yeah. It wouldn't be half, you can't write half times x plus 6. Well, no. X plus 2.
Yeah. So you've got, let's say x plus 6, x plus 2, and you add them together. Times by, what is the height?
x minus 5.
And if you were to, so this is equal, their one is equal to 0.
Right.
And so if you were to simplify this, so
Okay.
x plus x is 2x, 6 plus that is 8, times x minus 5. A half of 2x plus 8 is 1x plus 4.
Right.
And then you get what they asked you for.
Oh.
Sorry, and you've got a minus 36. I brought the 36 over, so it would be equal to 0. And when you expand that, you get that.
Right. Okay.
So the important thing is just write out the formula and sub into the formula. So this is area of a trapezium, and I'd probably just do area of a trapezium questions with just normal numbers like 2, 6, and 5, and then you can try. Yeah.
Sure. Oh, that makes sense. Okay, so base. So 15. So 15. So would it be to work out the base of the triangle? Would it be 15.6? Take away 6.4.
Do you remember the area of a trapezium formula?
I can't really remember it.
Half.
Oh, so half times A times plus B. So A and B are the parallel sides.
Mm-hmm.
So, but this particular shape doesn't have equal sides.
Parallel?
Parallel. Okay, so it would be half times 15.6 plus 6.4 times 8.
That's it. And that's what you work out.
Okay.
Yeah, what is 15.6 plus 6.4?
So that's so that's in my head. Could you just do 156 plus 64 and then count the decimal places after? Is that a way of doing it?
That's for multiplying.
Oh, that's multiplying, sorry, yeah. Okay, so it's 10. Carry the 1 over the 5, so 6. 12, 2, carry the 1 over. So that's 2.
Yeah.
22. So half times 22 times 8, so 0.5 times 22. So that's half of 22 is 11.
Mm-hmm.
So 11 times 22. Oh no, 11 times 8. 88.
That's it.
Right.
And if that was centimeters long, then that would be centimeters squared. So add the two parallel sides times a half times perpendicular height.
Right.
And so it's not times the slant.
Right.
So let's see. So what would you do for this one?
Okay, this one. So it's half times a plus b. So it's going to be half times times 5 plus 3, and times the height, which is 4.
Yeah. And so this was a red herring. Didn't need that.
Right.
And yeah, and if you had to find the perimeter, that's 2.4 as well. And so you would just add up the sides.
Yeah. Actually, what's the? I remember there's with the perimeter, there's a way of. Remember we were looking at the grids, and I kept getting confused, and you told me a really clever way of you just half it, then you add it again.
That's for drawing a shape with a given perimeter.
Yeah, I remember that. Yeah.
So that'd be like a more challenging one. And so this is a pretty good example here because you can see the top is 6.4, but you can't really, like, it's got two triangles.
Yeah.
And so you don't know how much each thing is, and you'd have to know the formula for that.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Let's see. Let me skip this. What would go in the box to make 0 each time?
Okay. Plus. All right. So it's going to be for A. It's just going to be minus.
Mm-hmm.
It's going to be plus.
Yes. And do you remember how you can tell if it's plus or minus?
That's the that says same sign, different.
Same sign, subtract, different sign, add.
All right, different sign, add.
So if they have the same sign, subtract. If they have different sign, add. So what would it be here?
Okay, so different sign. To make 0. So for A, it's just going to be plus.
Yep, different signs, so you add.
Yeah. And we've got same signs, so subtract.
Yep.
Oh yeah, so subtract, yeah. And the next one is plus.
Yep. And last one.
Last one is subtract. Same sign, subtract. Yeah.
That's it. How would you eliminate one variable in the one on the left?
Okay. So different signs. We've got 3x plus 2y. To get rid of the 2y, you'd minus 2y.
You're subtracting because they're same sign?
Yeah.
Don't look like they're the same sign to me.
Oh yeah. So you're adding.
Mm-hmm.
Add. Right.
And what do you get?
So plus 3x. So if we're passing 3x plus x, that's going to be 4x.
Yeah. And these are eliminated. They're 0.
They're just I see.
Plus 0 or something. How do we do, let's say, the one on the right?
Okay, so these are the same signs. Says you subtract.
Yep.
So 3 take away 2 is just going to be c, and then the t's are eliminated. So 170 take away 140, 30.
Yep.
C equals 30, yeah.
And then how do you get the t?
You I thought the t was already eliminated.
So now uneliminate it. One coffee costs 30p. How do we use that to get the price of a tea?
All right. Substitute the 30p. Sub the 30p, and so so if C, we know that C is 30p, so 3 times 30, 3 times 3 is 9, so it's 90 plus t equals 170. Oh no, 100.
Yeah, 3 coffees are 90p, so 90p plus a tea cost 170.
Yeah. So now we want to know so we use the original one on top. No.
So you've just done that, and you did 90 plus t equals 140.
140, right.
We want how much a t costs.
Right. So we want to get rid of we subtract, so get rid of the t, so is it 140 minus 90?
Yeah.
Which is that's 50. So t equals 50.
Let's see.
Right,
yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry, it was 170, not 140, because you put it into the top one, didn't you?
Yeah.
Yeah. So it was 170 minus 90, so that's 80p.
80p. Okay.
Yeah. Yes. Any questions there?
Well, yeah, I loosely remember it. Yeah, it makes sense. I just have to keep playing around with it.
So I'm gonna press on to a more challenging one. Okay, exam question. Let's try it.
Okay, solve this equation. So we want to know initially what. So we'll start with the top one. So what do we do? So we want to make to make the bottom the same as the top.
For the x's, is it?
Yeah.
So, do you notice anything about the y's?
Oh, the y's are already the same. So, so if we were to get rid of the y's, we would same signs cancel out. So it'd be plus.
Mm-hmm.
So it's plus 2y. So
So add them.
so you add them. Okay. So it's 10x.
Mm-hmm.
So it's 2. So we've gotten rid of the 2y. So it'll be 20. 10x equals 20.
Yeah.
And in order to find out what x is, it's 20 divided by 10, which is 2. X equals 2.
Yeah.
Now we have to substitute the 2 into the top one.
I recommend you sub it into the one that doesn't have any minuses.
Doesn't have minuses, so the bottom one. Okay. So so we know that 2. So 2 times 7 times 2 is 14. So 14. So it's 14 plus 2y equals 13. We want to get rid of the 2y, so we want to find out what y is. So 13.
Mm-hmm.
So 13. You minus 13 from 14.
Yep.
Which 13 take away. That's 1.
Yeah. Hang on, that's 14 take away 13. 13 take away 14?
Minus 1.
Yeah.
So 2y equals minus 1. So 1 divided by 2. It's is it y equals
How else can you write minus 1 divided by 2?
minus, it should be minus 1 over 2.
I'm happy with that. Minus a half.
Minus a half. Right.
X equals 2, y equals minus a half. They wrote 0.5. No difference.
Right.
Yes, I recommend you sub your first answer into the one that has no minuses.
Right.
Even if the numbers are bigger. And the x's weren't the same, but the y's were, so you'd use that. It's easier.
Sure.
How do I do?
Are these questions 3 markers, 4 markers?
So that was a 3 marker.
Yeah. Right.
And the next one will be 4 marker.
Right. Multiply all the terms in this equation by 3. So that's 3x. 3 times 2. 3x minus 6y. It's 15.
Mm-hmm. how to do this one.
Okay, so what we do is these are all different. So do you add
You would have to get them to be
same,
yeah.
So you can choose either T's or C's to make the same. So if you times the button by 2, for example,
Yeah.
is that how you do it? So that will make it 2C. So 2C plus T2, sorry, 2T equals 12.
And the top will be 2C plus 3T equals 13.
So now we've got them the same. So if we just subtract, so 2C take away 2C, that's gone. So that leaves us with T equals 0.
Sorry, 13 was on the top.
Oh yeah. Yeah, T equals 1.
Yep.
Now, is that, oh, and then you substitute. So you get the 1. So we know that T is 1. So you said avoid, well, there's no minuses in any of these. So I'll substitute it into the top lines. So it would be, so 2C plus, it's just going to be 3 again, isn't it? 2C plus 3 equals 13.
Okay.
And now minus 13, so 2 minus 13, so it's down to...
No. So you're trying to get 2C.
Alright.
So what would you subtract?
Oh, you subtract the 3, sorry, so take away 3, and then you take away 3 from 13, which is 10. So 2C equals 10, which means C equals 5.
Yes. So a coffee is £5 and a tea is £1.
Okay.
Yes, so you just have to double the bottom one first to get the coffees the same, or you could have times it by 3. Times it by 2 is better to get it because it's easier.
Yeah.
And once you got your answer for tea is £1, you could have subbed it into here.
Right.
And you would have gone, that's £1, and so coffee has to be £5 to add up to 6.
Sure.
So same answer.
Great.
Whatever way you do it. This is what an exam question looks like. Let's try it.
Okay. Okay, so everything's different. So if we times the bottom by 3, it'll give us 3x. So 3 times x is 3x. 3 times minus 4 is, so 3x minus 12. minus 12. 3 times 6 is 18.
Yeah.
Okay, so we want to get rid of those x's. So subtract the x's. If we subtract, so 10 take away 2. So 10 take away 12 is minus 2.
It's take away
So
minus 12.
take away minus 12. Alright, so that's 10 take away 10 is 0, and then 11.
No.
Oh.
10 minus minus 12.
Alright, 10. Oh, yeah, of course, which is plus. So, so that means it will be, it's actually just plus 12, isn't it? So 22?
Yep.
22. So 22y equals, oh no, then 7 take away 18, so down to 7, so go down 7, then it's down 7, 11. Is that minus 11?
Yep.
Yeah. So divide that by 11 divided by 22. 22 divided by 11 is it's 2. Like minus 2. Is this are we allowed calculators for this?
Yeah, these are all calculator. So what would you put into your calculator?
Yeah, so it's minus 11 divided by 22.
Yeah.
So that's minus a half basically. So minus a half.
Mm-hmm.
So we sub that in, sub it into the top line because there's no minuses. So minus a half. Half of 3 is 1.5.
Y is minus a half.
Sorry, say again.
Y is minus a half.
Y is minus.
So you're subbing it.
Yeah, of course, yeah. Looking at the wrong one. So minus half. So we've got 10 half of. So that'd be minus 5y for the top one.
Yep.
That's 3x minus 5y equals 7.
Mm-hmm.
Now what we want to do is we want to find out what x is, so we plus, if we plus 5y, that cancels down the y. So
no, sorry. There's no y, just minus 5, because y is minus a half.
Oh yeah. Okay, minus 5. So so 7 take away 5, which is 2.
You're not taking away 5.
Right. Oh, sorry. So it's minus 7. Minus 5 minus 7.
No. It's already minus 5.
So
How do you get rid of minus 5?
Plus.
Yep.
So, plus. Oh yeah, so plus 5. So that'd be 12. So it'd be 3x equals 12.
Mm-hmm.
And then 3 divided, so x is 4 basically. Right.
Well done.
Okay.
X is 4, y is minus a half. Oh, that was only a 3 marker. Strange. Because you had to multiply this time. Let's see. So you got to that. There's only one other type of simultaneous equation, which is where you have to times the top and the bottom.
Right.
So times 1 by 2, 1 by 3, or 1 by 3, 1 by 4. And those are the only ones that come up.
Sure.
And so they look like that, like times the top by 2 times the bottom by 3, or times the top by 3 times the bottom by 4.
Yeah.
Let's see. So I didn't use that. So quadratics, I think you're pretty good for quadratics. The one that I showed you might not come up for foundation. It might just be good practice in general. When you have the same thing on the top and the bottom, they can cancel down.
Yeah.
So that's true for numbers. That's true for simple letters like x and x instead of a bracket. Area of a trapezium. So sometimes you can go through the process of splitting it like this one. You could split it into, I suppose you kind of could, but I wouldn't. And you can imagine how difficult it would be splitting that into a triangle and a rectangle. This one, it's impossible. So no, you're supposed to use a half a plus bh.
Right.
What do you know about the sides A and B?
They're parallel?
Yes, they're the two parallel sides, and then the perpendicular height is the other one.
Yeah.
And then simultaneous equations. Yes, same sign, subtract, different sign, add is very helpful. And I would just practice that, especially the very last type, the times, the two different ones.